That's what we're waiting to
You
see
still
from
owe
Pacific.
actually nothing, nobody a workout time. Do you want it for this map? I'll stand up right now. Pacific on defense, FUT on attack. You want it here? Okay, let me mute up.
You can see FUT already showing the strength of their own composition, taking a main and ready to fight out onto the site.
Yeah, Cooper is the one that's hearing most of this. Obviously, Ninja close by his side, and this will be a full retake. Probably from Tree and Heaven.
Wait, maybe they should go up high.
Spam not quite working out, but there's a little bit of damage on a few of the FUT players. Overall, the most of the utilities still on Pacific's side.
No extra ground here for FUT, but as soon as Yetije receives this push on the flank, I want to see
more
what the
sheriffs again. Does that
like.
mean they win? This is a big Joe here for Yetije. It's a great shot from him.
Oh
my days, right? And if they're flashing over towards main, does he kind of work it out? I mean, probably not.
Most of it, of course, as we know, has been won by
Still
Pacific,
though,
but
that should be enough. Dude, every kill at the moment is the sheriff.
There's players dropping left, right, and centre, and right now Pacific's retake.
It's good from Zeus. Important kills for him. I mean, Yetije and Zeus. It's just them individual, really. Hit some nice shots on this. Dodgy with the tier 1. Appreciate the 50 months. That's a long time, bro. Thank you for that.
He doesn't overheat in main. Does a brilliant job at dealing with the flank. Pacific a little more decisive in this retake, I think, which is nice to see at the very least. They've been good on pistols before, so losing one here early against the attack side on Ascent, no less, is definitely.
He's talking about free flanking on this.
To their chances, of course.
Wonder if Zeus has improved his Phoenix.
They chose to start on the defender's side.
Honestly had the worst flashes I've ever seen.
It's early gains you'd be hoping for.
That's a lie. Avez was around. Second worst flashes.
Just going back to look at the last time that Pacific obviously played this, Ascent absolutely blowing out the water against Gentlemates on the last map.
Can't get much better than that. Oh, plant for the Phoenix.
But I feel as if
at one stage they're going to switch guns and he can hunt.
Yeah. No, absolutely. There are players on the FUT side which can take a game into their own hands, and that's where Pacific end up dropping off. I think it's always towards the back end of the series where
was there a map veto that you feel like you messed up?
And I don't know
all the time.
The
Bacon will tell you.
of the occasion or anything else, but this is your proving ground, an opportunity to really
there's
make
multiple,
yourself
man.
known in the circuit,
multiple.
Because right now the only thing that they're an outlier in is not having that win.
How long you got, he asks. It's quite. Yeah, I messed up vetoes quite a lot, man. Straight up.
By dying to the spike. Yeah, good decision. I mean, FUT are the players you do not
I'll take responsibility for everything in 2021. Dude, they gravnet themselves.
Also a pretty light round here, for all things considered. Two
right-click the gravnet.
So just the one Phantom and the Bulldog that they can bring through into this next round. They buy up around it. It looks pretty good, all things considered.
Trying to get the assist going,
and now I want to know, Billy spoke about it. I think she hit the nail on the head. We're seeing this identity for them now for Pacific.
Anything after 2020, like 2021,
so you've got a couple maps that you have
I would say the team
what is that going to mean
was more involved in
because
vetoes
a lot of the
than
times in the past, you'd see Teho
and then I don't take responsibility for Champs 2021 because I don't regret anything because we didn't play. We went through Lost Chance qualifier and we didn't have time to play. What was it at the time? Fracture? Yeah, Fracture.
100%. There is an exploration by Yetije, as we see on the B side, but this pop, as soon as the wall goes, could be very quick.
Ooh, nice shot, man.
Ninja doesn't need any support apparently, but playing from back of Generator, he is exposed to utility damage. Shock Dart lands at his feet, down to 58. But Pacific have done a great job to
they'll take this. This was nice.
And look at the reclear. This is lovely. The drone doesn't reach far enough. But I like this from Model. Steps up and I think has just seen where Yetije certainly held him anyway through the bullets.
Change up on the trap as well there that you see from VALORANT.
Ex-player? No, ex-coach in VALORANT.
It seems as if they've got an idea with FUT then going to reclear mid.
Yeah,
45 seconds on this one.
Here through short as well,
still strong hold over towards A. Scared over towards middle because of the smoke creating pressure. I mean, this was a good little smoke from them, I will say, from FUT. Time gets a little low, they create pressure over towards middle. Vision block, vision block. Could be walking for any of these. They're trying to make it a 2-1-2, so when they hit the site, it's weak. pretty much working with the Omen,
they're going to
focusing
head
here.
back into the grab net flung out, but
Oh,
unsure
what
if it
is
hurt anyone. Certainly the
big
audible's
recon?
being held, but still doesn't peek out, still doesn't give himself away. Sociable spamming away. It's a good flash, but still doesn't get the kill.
No,
Pacific in a great
no
spot.
way, they completely lost him. They completely
Somehow
lost him.
wins the round,
They thought he was
but
over towards
Pacific
heaven.
deny the bonus, which did have a bite to it.
And it's a solid answer to some of those questions that we had coming into
The setup
round
here.
two.
But do you know what I like from Pacific here is like
It
how
looks
passive they're
Pacific do
playing.
want
Like if
to
you look at their old Ascent
play
they played,
a
they
little
would always
isolated
just like
across the board
heavy
again. It doesn't
fight.
look like
They
this
can
deadlock
tell like
is
this.
being set up to take anything too substantial in the early round. Bit more of a mid focus early on, at least using the information of Waddle on his best agent. This is the Sova which we've not seen in the first couple of maps. And with 7 on the waylay now, just be looking to
Hey, what is
see
that timing?
what
That's
kind
so
of an
unlucky.
impact he can have as this one progresses.
Phoenix
It's
on
a
this one.
rotation round that he's looking to play right now, gathering info.
Every single
Shop's
time
starting to
clearing over
encroach into
towards
this
here.
market space that I worry
It's gonna be a
for.
lot easier for Pacific when they can actually get that op out. So
Seems
to do
like
that though, they
Pacific
kind of
do
got to win
have a
this one.
Slight idea.
Deep trip in B main as well here at the back of Valorante, so he feels a little more confident to take this market fight now. With
I'm
the
OG
support
Nobby
of
with the prime.
Waddle.
Appreciate the 7
Can
months.
take
Thank you for
contact
that.
as well.
It's a nice setup, but the rest of Pacific protagonists proactive in through middle.
Dude,
and
a
hopefully
lot
trying
of
to
teams
catch out
recently have been doing
Sociable
this.
here maybe,
The
but
old
no,
EG,
they only leave Cupid
insert one
behind.
here, create B
Sociable
pressure,
starting
and then he
to
goes.
Find himself down cat as well.
Pacific constantly in a state of flux in this mid-round, not really settling on one idea, one setup, but fortunately enough, Cupid does get that first engagement, so it's another round where they have an advantage.
This is another setup that we've seen from Pacific before in terms of the site setup, with both players bunkering down on B, and they've never really made it work. Can they stick the landing this time? Waddle's at least been able to get one, but Aloe not.
Just
And he was a real
aiming, dude.
highlight in the last one, but it settles 3 on 3.
Yeah, 3 on 3. It is Cupid isolated,
Still
detached
has
from the rest of
drone.
this retake coming in
Wait,
from
this
main.
late into the
FUT
round,
bunkered
we
down
still have
themselves
drone.
now in backside, looking to fortify the space that they have with little utility remaining. Crostali waiting for that dart to come up, can't wait long enough.
I mean, this paranoia is going to be huge from
Bryce is
Cupid.
sticking
You're
around
really
here.
hoping that it hits the players that it
Thought he would
needs
drop
to,
on site and
but
go
instead
close.
they're walking
They
out.
double,
Cupid
okay.
has the idea. A down cat it goes, and 7 starting to
This pause is
take
always
that
so
space
good,
for
man.
himself. Cupid at his back. A
Yeah,
clutch in the
this
last
pause is
round,
just
but
worth
not
one.
a clutch here. Ninja
It's nice shots
forced
from
away,
FUT on
looking
this.
to try and make FUT at least lose their buy.
Devastating for Pacific on this as well. There's only 3 that can buy next, and then their whole thing is like based around an off, and they're gonna have to
Yeah,
wait
I mean,
one more.
that
Maybe
round
4-1
coming in
down.
stages really for Pacific. Felt like there were multiple points where they had a good setup. The decision ultimately in the end for the players on B to backtrack from market to boathouse is because of the info that Cupid gets in middle. But once again, when it comes down to that killer moment, Valorante taking his timing a little too soon there, I think.
I think like, I would
Or
have
a little too late, perhaps, even, off of that initial fight.
I agree. In fact, as you said, like I would have loved them to take
Not
that
using the
step
drone
forward.
because of
They run
the
through
Phoenix.
mid.
He's got
I mean,
this
you are
big,
right. And he's
wide
making
sort
sure that he has
of
shocks out because they saw the deadlock
room
over
for
towards
error.
A in terms of the wall.
He's,
So
neither here
they
or
pretty
there,
much
I
know where
suppose.
deadlock
Yeah.
is. The Cypher
But I'll
isn't.
tell you where FUT is, through mid.
Yeah, and actually, fortunately for Pacific, because they've taken A main early here, there's a chance for them to
Waddle
collect
or
that
Valorante
information.
saves enough money for the op. That's good news.
Well, that's going to allow 7 his ultimate orb, 3 away from the Whaley ultimate itself. And there's a few bodies starting to collect here in market.
Yeah, Ninja would have liked that one off the deadlock ult. It is just pistols we're talking about for Pacific, so
Do
an
they?
empty threat perhaps.
Oh, maybe not.
Probably
Valorant,
not even
he's
a-
able to find himself a rifle. Sociable now stuck between 2 players, and I mean it's a difficult fight in the end. But Valorante's still alive and able to come away with another. Knows about the omen, and unfortunately the cage doesn't drop quick enough. So it's 2-on-1 on site.
Yeah, Sociable just playing spoiler to all of this though in terms of the timing that he takes.
Good shock.
Plenty of room for error. Valorante down to 15 though, and this is where you then write the round off.
Yeah, Cristali's shock has been spot on. Valorante needs clean fights. He needs no damage to be sent his way whatsoever, and unfortunately that flash is
Okay,
his
now they
doom.
get the op out though.
FUT up to 4.
They get the op out. The FUT does do something really
more
fast
kill
with the
there would have
Sova. Or
Decent damage to the economy of FUT, all things considered, but PCIFIC just with one round
Like
to show for right now.
a fast
Cairo
A
heading
with the
into
server
next
ult would
round.
make a lot of
I
sense
think this
because
is
most
where I start to
likely
get
the
worried
deadlocks
that
B
we're
with the
heading
wall,
back into
and then you have the
familiar
op behind the
territory.
wall.
They can't afford to let the game get away from them too early. And so you start to wonder when that timeout comes through, if it's an injection of fresh ideas required. I mean, it's on the defense, the protocols, all of the systems should be there. I feel like they're maybe not getting the most value out of this deadlock.
I mean, the veto's hard just because
Pacific.
PCIFIC.
100% agree.
They probably could have 2-0'd this though if they got their split a little cleaner. They got a little unlucky.
A little bit of bite around them. I mean, 9-3 on that first half on split, right? I mean, they win the pistol round the Antico and then go on to lose 5 down to 5-2. The operator of SOP not connecting, so still 5 alive on the defense here.
It was a little weird for them
to
op, and it's the opposite way of their deadlock. Then you always just B wall late and you op B main.
And how much that's going to do to afford a rotation here. Numbers arriving towards A for Pacific. They can't come soon enough. FUT scaling now.
Yeah, they are, but they're scaling into the deadlock, scaling into the setup. Fortunately enough, it is only 1 kill in the end, and SOP puts the advantage.
That was the flank.
Yeah, on towards the flank. I don't know how he's got that.
Yeah, I don't know how he's got that.
And now we're in post.
And now with
Pacific on the back foot, dude, he's hit some nut shots in this. I feel like the Pacific theory's a little off.
Yeah. They can get back to B link. It's a
I
chance
feel like you meant to deadlock B. Once you get the op on, you meant to deadlock B, and the op is here.
The situation
and you have it unlocked.
You can't help but feel.
Then you have trip,
Individual
and you're
errors
essentially just 3-2, and you're fighting B main.
Take a Turkish team to Ascent, you best know there is going to be a challenge. And I feel as if
I don't think you get that much value over the wall over towards A, but maybe I'm just fully wrong.
Was it that Mitch calls it the something province?
The what?
Like the 82nd province or something?
I don't know.
Apparently there's 81 provinces in
UK
Turkey.
esports is like Hogwarts. Wait, what?
This is the 82nd because they're so good at it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I didn't ever understand that, but I'm sure.
that makes sense, to be honest. And that's actually quite smart from Mitch.
Yeah,
it's not real. That's savage.
Yeah, Pacific.
Savage and honestly pretty accurate, man.
In this preceding round, giving themselves a little time to speak to the coaches, because right now there really needs to be a kind of settled approach to Pacific, because it feels like gentlemates all over again.
And look, I come back to what we were saying earlier and what the desk were discussing. Billy mentioned it, getting an identity out of this team, but identity doesn't mean all too much if you're not bringing, you know, setups to the table. Which
FIFA, dude, everyone's a console FIFA player.
Like a few of these rounds here, Pacific maybe been a bit more focused towards B than A, and for exploiting that with some of their
every Pacific game you get, you watch it's relatively close for a map, and then they get stomped in the third. Yeah, they did a little bit better that it was like 2 close maps here. Sometimes it's like 2 stomps.
A lot of the time, Pacific are losing bodies a little too early, and then it's a situation where, you know, you're down a man, someone's forcing an engagement that they can't win.
So how do you
sort esports players into Hogwarts houses?
If you are thinking right now, speaking to Cooper about how the setups are working.
That feels like such a mini idea,
to show
man.
us something in one of the mains a little bit earlier. I think
if Mini took control of Plat Chat, we would have some of the weirdest segments ever.
I'm thinking this Sova deadlock
he always
combo
wants
could
to
be
do
pretty
stuff
nice
like that.
with the shocks in the net. I know it sounds simple. Even Seven trying to play off the back of it. Getting him online's got to be something you're thinking about. Currently 0-5. We saw the Neon before, it's the Waylay now. How exactly
Blob, what is that, bro? I'm going to time you out for that.
Seven's picked up a rifle without a shield, so fancies his chances, fancies his own skill. He's currently sitting 0-5 right now. It's unfortunate, but still a player that's showing up time and time again, and that's what we asked of him in this series.
This deadlock never played B main.
So Waddle looking to trade recons here. SOP has managed to punish
I thought deadlock was meant to pretty much
there,
play B.
Through the Omen ult towards B.
10 out of the 12 rounds.
Numbers here for with a freeze.
Like the trips on A are good, but in terms of like the grav net and the wall,
I feel sorry for
swear, like
VALORANT.
B main's the one.
Locks, by the way, it wasn't like a full peek into main.
And
you meant to like passive hold stuff here and then hold onto it.
Ninja has also walked up in A main. It looks like
then you're trying to force them to default over towards B.
His neck of the woods. Now
they've got to try stop that from happening.
Here. That's also if 7 just
prefer A on defense, really.
Oh,
but
no.
He's walked straight in and cute.
So
Oh
your
my
focus
God,
is
so
on
supposed
a
to be given
shot.
freebie.
Okay.
Ninja here in the steps.
Oh my God,
A couple
nice
of
shots.
his own. Yeah, this is a good
5 bullets?
chance for Pacific. One more to find.
Three bullets?
He knows that the Sova's deep in the corner. And there's a waiting to swing. It comes through. Crystalli.
He might have done
Excellent.
enough though.
Sociable
36 HP.
8 points of health and still not cleared. Still an
cleared it.
issue.
Spike planted.
Whoop.
Molly's out the map.
Molly for
and Model
Haven.
out on Heaven. Next fight, not clean at all. What is going on with Pacific?
Yeah, a little
It
rough,
feels
man.
like as soon as they come within a grasping chance of a third map, Hazza, everything goes out the window.
Yeah, I mean, look, Crostali excellently navigates the situation there in main. Use of the recon to get it perfect. Not the first time you've seen VALORANT. Maybe it's a discipline issue. Maybe it's something else.
Molly
Just
for Haven. Did
be
you not see
found
where it went?
hanging in a position. This is just not one you want to watch back. I know there are so many people that want to see Pacific win. Lendoth's going to be fuming after that one.
There's no way Lendoth's got a shout out.
He deserves it, mate. He has taped
respect.
a
Dude, I feel like they
Pacific
gotta
logo
give this
to a
comp up.
blank t-shirt. Doesn't
I
even
think
have
it's
the money
okay
for
to
the
just
merch,
accept it.
but he's got the passion.
Sign that man up. Ninja high-low with VALORANT, but instead doesn't want anything to do with it. FUT just given the full breadth of this map to do
Yeah.
whatever they like.
Pacific, we're playing with a pack there in B, and that's sort of
Yeah, we're gonna hear a
alluding to
lot
what I
of running
wanted
on
to
this
see.
one.
Numbers trying to make something happen, but it's sociable right through the middle, slicing them open from the belly of the beast. And just letting the rest of his team know that B should be open with that in mind. It's not Cupid that he's considered.
It doesn't
however.
really matter.
And 4-on-4 with a
This
weapon
round
picked
is
up.
done.
This is a huge chance for Pacific to do something.
Which Hogwarts house would you be in?
Yeah,
I
when
don't
the
know,
pressure
man.
is off.
I'd be in a boring one. And then
I mean,
I'd
perhaps
knuckle
they fancy
down and
themselves.
just
Ninja's
learn
the
my
one who's
magic.
got himself a rifle as well, as we get an ultimate rip from FUT. At least that's a win for Pacific, but they want more bodies, and Cupid approaches from main.
See if he can get anything done here. Really wants a distraction from that CT fight happening. You can see Zeus ready to fight off the back of this, though.
The ult here, the ult
Any
here's
time
fine.
left for Pacific to get back into sight. Time's ticking away, and Cupid's just sitting waiting. I think
Could've
right
been
now
better,
this is
but-
a safe call for the two riflers.
I was going to say, yeah, they have the guns, so if you can just stop any kind of an escape route
Quidditch
for
commentator.
here, then that could be a small win in and of itself. VALORANT able to get a couple from it down to the melee. Nothing more. And looking at it here, ooh, just because of the plant, actually, Crystali lives in B main, so not too much trouble for FUT, all things considered, and yeah, they have the money to fall back on here anyway. 7-1, the scoreline in their favor on the attack.
Confirmed advantage for FUT. We'd always say that typically when it was like what the double initiator kind of meta, it was 6 for the attack was complementary on this map.
Yeah, and I mean, we also have to remind you all at home, Pacific need these remaining rounds. They didn't win a single round on their attack half against mates when they played Ascent before.
No, that they didn't. But with that being said, let's see how FUT try and extend their lead in the comms.
Jeko ya, bitti Jeko. Wait.
Araba dokunmuyorum şu an aldığımı zannetmesin diye.
B'yle Deep City operatör. B'yle bir gelecek pikleyecek kanka buradan. DT'den. Bozkır'a bir
Marketini alacağım. Market gelemiyor değil mi? Gelemiyormuş.
Oku alacağım
Cross mu
ben.
yedi?
BT pik atacak.
Mid'de trap var. Oman A'da TP oldu beyler. A main'e dön Okan. Okan Spike'ı bırak A main'e dön.
Get sana vermem lazım.
Drone'un yok değil mi?
Yok, reveal'ım var.
Tamam A main'e reveal atacaksın. Vayne Oko.
Oka
Tek
bakıyorum.
başına gideceksin. Top mid'e gel şuraya bir shock dart at başta.
Kanka
Kem beni
gördü beyler.
Kem seni mi gördü?
Evet.
Dön
I'm
ya,
listening about the
sağdan
upper.
ya. A short'a dönün.
Yalandan bir de Vandal'la sıktım dikeye çarptı. 3 saydı burayı.
Atıyorum reveal'ı.
Bir tane A split yapın.
Kanka short'a flash'e
You
çıkalım.
can take
Ha,
part.
Geldim sakin.
Because you gave me the one on Lewis.
Atarsın flash. Ben de
Verdim,
Garden
verdim.
oyunu... Yok, Garden smoke'larla Garden'a gireceğim.
Atıyor flash'ı.
Exec smoke attım.
Danlayayım.
Seconds left.
Side'a gel, wall attım, side'a gel. Sen flash ver.
Flash atıyorum.
At.
Voley attım Under'a. Görüm. Öldü.
Heaven var, Heaven alacağım, Heaven aldım.
Duruyor.
Çıkar. Görmüyorum.
Atlar ama.
Yo atlayma vururum. Bale ultisi var beyler.
Main'e ulti attım.
FUT
Dude, that was a
into
long
most part
listening.
on the A site with a man advantage now. Pacific tools in this retake, most notably 7 with the convergent paths.
What did he say?
Operator in hand,
I mean, the
not
casters
an easy
just
task.
said you start
Certainly
after
not,
this, basically.
Especially Sup holding on towards this angle.
Wait, it's fast
Glass into
shot, man.
heaven. He will send Valorant hat straight off the head with a hole in it. And look at that, Pacific.
Dude,
want
another
nothing to
save.
do with
They're getting
this. That
so
second player
wrecked.
down is their call to action.
They need so much help on this map.
To
They gotta
disarm
scrap
this
this,
retake.
surely.
Get out of there,
It's
but
been
not
2
before
disasters
Sop
this map for them.
chases down
Both
another.
times we've seen it.
I don't think these players are going
Why
to
was
get out with
Platchat
the
taken
legs
off of
by the looks
YouTube?
of
I
things.
don't know,
Sop
man.
still
It's Mini's
chasing
fault.
down 7.
FUT just don't want to offer a moment
Mini
of
mass reported it
relief.
because he doesn't want to look like an
7
idiot
at the very least can
when he had a
break
thing on
his
his
cold
camera for
streak,
30
break
minutes.
the ice and find his first in this map. But trailing at a score of 8-1, 7 rounds between the teams with FUT on the attack side still. Just feels like another situation which is irretrievable before you even have half a chance.
This is not what you want with a double
3
senti,
rounds
yeah.
remain.
Did you have a K-Cop
timeout
Fnatic?
just
I got no
before them
idea, man.
for
I went for
coaches
Fnatic in my
once again.
pick'ems, but
Try and bring things
I don't
back
feel
on board,
I don't
and
feel
it feels as
confident
if
to
when
like
we
pick
get
a team
turn
on
of
that one.
half, Pacific
I literally have
a
no
new
idea.
lease on life. They feel like a different team, and they always feel like the second half is really bounced back.
Again, it's just not enough rounds to give you any belief, and I've said it a couple times already. I don't want to be this big critic of how Pacific are playing the defender side, but you know, just a trap play, a set piece.
If you were a
something
team like
feels this
Pacific,
game
wouldn't
is
you
calling
just
out for
try and
right
get really
now
good
when,
at Summit?
really
Yeah,
not
but they
been
did
offered any
float it,
variation.
and you can't really
I
blame
mean,
them
the
for picking
simple
Split
one,
with
right,
how well they
everyone
played Split
calls
last
is the
time.
old Vision Strikers, and you can do a variation with
Okay,
that.
I'm pretty
with
sure
the
FUT
Cupid,
second banned it, right?
sorry,
Maybe I'm
say
wrong
Cupid,
here.
sorry, the Omen and the Deadlock combination.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I would probably even
Pacific
be
banned
thinking,
it? Okay,
Waddle's
then
got
yeah,
that
I agree with
Hunter's
you.
Fury. Ninja's gonna have the net up. Maybe you can send 7
You gotta
in for
play
mid,
to your
something along
your
those lines.
outs, and I think that's
We
like
don't know
that's a
how
big
much
win.
thought has been put behind
Like
what
that could be a
Pacific
big
are
win
offering
for
us
you,
here.
especially as like
And
Cupid
right
believes
now,
that he's like very
just
good at
doesn't
like
seem like we're
coming
getting
up
the
with
full
stuff.
extent
To just be like
what
the
this
nerd on the
composition
new
could
map
offer.
and just dominate
That
the new
only
map.
means
They
a
really should
little,
lend into
I think,
that.
at the
I
end
do
of the
agree with
day.
you.
Comp is only one thing, it's how you play when you get in the server,
Yeah.
and FUT's fundamentals have been spot on.
Famous man did once say,
You get shot in the face, you die.
yeah, exactly.
No way. Never heard that one before.
But the point being is there's only one team shooting in the server right now.
It does feel that way. And again, it's that decider drop
Mate,
off
my
which
op
Pacific
is-
have been prescribed with. 7 right at the front of it. Just a single kill for him so
They
far.
wanted to 4-person
The
fight over
falling axe
towards
trying
middle,
to
but they actually
see
just
if
got
he can get
X'd
any
on
better
mid.
for them.
Like they actually just got
two-pronged
so
fight from
on.
Pacific
FUT
in
managed to
short.
isolate the 2-on short and
Players
then
to
own
read
them
it
with the mid
from
default.
under the arch as well as the information comes through.
It's a nice refight in towards mid, and one that Pacific
down
for a
mid.
moment
Wow.
had the advantage.
Can
Still
just try-
put back to 2-on-2.
I mean, Bacon, you gotta.
Sociable
I'm
has
trying to.
just seen
I'm a
the
neutral
bodies
kind of
have
guy.
reflooded
What
back
can I
out.
say?
So when the fight comes in,
Nah, what is this?
oh please don't!
That was rough to
stop.
watch.
And no wonder Yetajay's laughing.
Situations like that where you just see the real worst end of some of those issues put under the magnifying glass for Pacific here. Both players drifting.
Dear.
EBS,
No,
how
no,
cold
no,
are you gonna
no.
be?
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's
It's not as
just...
bad. It's not as bad as what I first thought.
Yeah, I mean, he ran out of bullets.
Makes it look like a Bond movie. It's more like Benny Hill on the replay there, but
Is that the voice actor for the Vandal?
that's a reference to an episode yet to come out. Cairo farming TikToks from the green room.
Gotta.
Trying to give your best Vandal impression to Assault.
Oh, it seems as if
Oh.
Pacific are trying to give us our best
Okay.
impression of a site defense. It's actually a fairly good ultimate.
No,
but
he gets
Ninja
out of
doesn't
there as well. Look at that
capitalise.
damage done
Still
though.
alive are
They
the
should
FUT
be
players,
fine.
but they're
This
badly
pos of mid
wounded.
is so ratty.
And it's harsh to say, but it feels like this
I mean, this
is
pos
one
of
the
mid
better
should actually
rounds
get
that Pacific have had
the
a chance
double
coming
kill
in too
here.
late. Waddle still with it all.
Oh.
They need
Oh.
to deal with Yetajay top mid.
Oh.
Oh, they just can't do a damn
Oh, that was
thing.
nice though.
Yetajay
I didn't think it
with
would
a
go down that
transfer.
easy, bro. That was
It
crazy.
is absolutely
That second
divine.
shot's mad.
There's little rounds left to try and recover this one now, so Pacific will give it their best shot. Waddle still banking that ult for a rainy day, perhaps, as the rest of FUT are cut off from
That's
main.
good.
Ninja still going
chance.
as he's been picture perfect so far this series, but Sop is online this time, and that's the difference maker for them. Waddle's going to drop cross Dali, but it's still that golden boy to make it happen. Waddle hasn't done enough. The time evades him, as it always seems to do for Pacific.
Yeah, they're very slow on retakes. They're very, very slow. The
take
amount of times that, like on a retake, they run out of time.
Clutch for Sop in
It's,
the end. Waddle's still alive,
it's up
sure,
there. It's pretty
but
high.
As you said, that
Happening a
ultimate
lot on
being
split.
kept. I just don't believe it. Yetaji should have never got
Hey,
this
that
kill.
second kill is mad.
And from
Look
there,
at
I
it.
mean, Pacific start to roll their way back in. You can feel the hope rising. But once again, time is the cruel mistress in this game.
There's a couple of situations
Pacific,
where they need someone to
10
take
to
control
1.
and absolutely
belief,
send it.
I feel as if
Like
there's
here, when
blood
this
on the
guy is
faces of
under and
these
they know he's
players.
under, they should
Looks
probably
like we're gonna
both
see
be
the
going and
grab
just
coming
one
in.
person jump classics.
Maybe.
Like I need someone to
The
be
info is
fearless.
off.
Oh.
It's like failed one
Oh.
way, perhaps into the smoke.
Oh,
They're trying
mate.
to fight,
Oh my
but
god.
Oh,
FUT
mate.
immediately shut it down. This is the ult that we wanted to see
Oh,
come back
hold
through.
up.
Waddle gets 2 kills from it.
Yeah, Cooper's still very low, and that's the benefit of FUT. But they start to fight through middle, and that's where Aloe and Waddle is.
It's a good bait though.
Waddle
They're not
might go
playing close right.
undetected for this.
Oh, okay, well, take it all back.
Wasn't for Sop.
He's a genius.
Clearing him out so cleanly, cognizant of the fact, and Cupid on the flank, cancelled. A long, winding road back to the B site where FUT can lay their hat.
Yeah, Cooper, KD player, it seems.
Spike planted.
Sure.
Nobody's willing to jump outside of
He's gonna
7. Yeah,
Salt in the wound.
there's quite a lot
Nah,
of
that is
situations
bad,
where they
that
need
is
it,
bad for
Bacon.
me. 6 points of health and a Guardian in hand. He was the reason that they won the last round, if you remember all the way back.
It's been a long time since then, Cairo. It really has.
Has it been a long time?
It has.
It feels
least
like
they
a
got
long
a map.
time.
Yeah, but they always, well,
FUT
they
winning
don't always
8
get a
or
map,
so
but
since that
they normally
point
get
in
a map.
time.
It's just
Cupid
closing it out.
trying to bridge the gap with smoke.
This map
cover,
is
and
so
the
bad
stun
for
is
them,
good
though.
onto Yetaji.
This map
It's
they
one
just need to
kill.
reset.
But while he's found his man, he's not going to find the round. There isn't long enough left to make this one feasible. Sop just gone straight
Dude,
past
Stop's
it.
like, what?
Looks a little confused about the outcome, but there should be no surprises with how this half has finished. 11-1, utter dominance from
gotta-
FUT.
It feels exactly
They gotta
like
hit
the
the
last
reset button,
series
no doubt, on
against
this map.
Gentlemates.
Give me a new
I mean,
comp.
they didn't win Split, they won Lotus this time. Push it to a map 3, and Ascent is dominant. We'll find out what the scoreline looks like after this halftime.
Using a Ascent team to steal their strat book. I mean, you could do. That's what a lot of teams have done with like Lev, to be honest. That's what a lot of teams that are like struggling on a map have done. Really, they've just gone, well, let's just copy Lev on this map.
Red Bull gives you wings.
That is just how you fix stuff sometimes, really. Do you think we'll see Summit in Fnatic K-Corp? There's a pretty good chance. Probably the best chance that we've had so far of getting it. Because Fnatic are definitely getting rid of Haven. It makes no sense after last week to ban Haven and then have Haven there. And K-Corp are floating it as well, right? K-Corp might pick it. Yeah. Yeah, maybe. Self-promo mod. Wait, what do we got here? Oh, okay, we're talking about all this. Banished to the Forbidden Forest. What the hell? Dude, look how locked in Mini instantly is, though.
And if you're just tuning in towards
See how pumped
FUT's
up he is for
favour,
that? Probably tweeting
Pacific
from the bath, by the
looking
way,
to
as well.
try and get
Bad
that
bath of the day.
first series win as a, but it feels so far away.
Yeah, I was just saying to you, man. I've played these games before. I know how this goes. It's so hard. isn't it?
Eating
Again,
his
it's the
grapes.
hope that kills you for anyone Pacific inclined. This
He's
team
probably in
has so
chat
much
right now,
potential, but as
wants to
Minnie would
reply,
say,
but
it's the
he's got
potential
wet
team.
hands, so he can't do
Like
it.
Na'Vi, we've not seen them live up to
Pulse, thanks so much
any
for the
of
prime.
that,
Appreciate the
really,
17 months.
over
Thank you
the
for
last
that.
couple
Hi,
of
Calamate.
stages. And right now it's feeling
Dude,
as if
he
they will
did.
continue to be
Hypoc, I think he
winless
got plat chat
against one of our top
episodes
three teams
removed
from
because of
last
it.
stage. Sop already
Dude, it's a great
second
stun
tempo
into
of this one,
the
but
molly.
Seven in behind. Does well to
They
deal
got a fair
damage.
amount of damage from
Nothing
that. Quite a
more
few
than
beat
the
it
one
though.
inflicted.
Wall over the top. Lock these
Still
two in. They
Sop
dodge the
not
grab net.
hindered.
Oh!
My God!
While reconned up.
Unbelievable stuff. The Golden Kid can do no wrong.
Feels like this is another situation though where I need someone to send it past the
all
choke.
on his own.
Saw the ace in the previous map. VALORANT would have to go Goma mode to win this one.
I showed him
I
a
learned
room
a bit of
options a
German,
week
means
before.
Goma mode.
That's funny.
But not this
That's
time.
funny,
No,
Hypoc.
definitely
Wait, you
not.
Hypoc, you have the same thing?
VALORANT has been good for a few pistol rounds of his own in years gone by, but that was in Dark. And Sop wasn't even playing in Turkey at that point in time. That was a long time ago, and he's looking to finish this
You
one
chose the
out.
rooms? Nice. Yeah, but surely you aren't having...
VALORANT
Mate, he was saying he's having
repositioned
3
out.
baths a day.
Seconds left, not a lot of time for this.
You
We're
can't be
expecting this to be 12 for FUT, and to
you can't
finish
be having
things out
3 baths a day as well.
exactly as expected.
Benton! My God, it's been so long, Benton. How you doing, bro? I appreciate
Elevation that
you.
he's gotta
Good to
play
see you,
back
mate.
into
Thank you
as
for the
well.
bits. Hope
But
everything's going alright over
queuing
there.
up one of the most distinctive, dominant displays that we have seen
Benton's
so
back.
far this
Benton, normally
stage.
when you're back, that means that...
13-1 on the cards.
I'm not
The only
I'm not gonna...
round
Actually, I'll
picked up
call
by
you out.
Pacific
You kind of left
against
because you had a
their
girlfriend,
bonus.
and
This
then normally
is
when I see you in
utterly
chat, it's because you don't have a
All the
girlfriend.
improvements they made to get
Do you have
to
an
this
update?
point,
Do you have an update for
a
us?
gritty overtime win that they had to dig deep for.
It's normally not a great time when I see
It's
you.
all undone as easy as this when we get to Ascent.
It's messed
Sop's
up.
playing
Dude, that's what happened. Benton was here every day.
Yeah, I think that just sums
Not
it
even
up.
VALORANT. He's playing other games.
Benton, give us
He's
a
got
life
games on his
update. How you doing?
He's got games on his pistol. So does VALORANT. Sociable got.
It's
stop.
true.
Oh my God, man.
He's playing a different game.
He's on another
Yeah,
level.
I mean this dude,
That's how it
Pacific man.
feels for
get rid of this
anybody
comp.
who plays against him. An international Femon. Maybe there's not. Just Waddle left, he's low. And it's
Holy,
exactly
they smashed
what
them.
we
They
expected.
absolutely smashed
Maybe
them.
a bit longer, but FUT are the ones to win out. 13-1. And certainly that course corrected on Ascent at the very least.
That's funny. Hello, Benton,
For
mate.
getting past Pacific handily in the end and